Here we go. We're on Park Avenue, Winter Park, Florida. We're going to kind of go straight down here and just kind of give you some insight on all the amazing shops and restaurants and just some of the fun things you can do in Winter Park. Dog friendly, kid friendly. You need a pair of shorts though. I'm in a long sleeve shirt because I got to look professional today, but this is a very, very casual atmosphere. There's always something to do in Winter Park. Let me show you. Follow me. Let's talk about the Tugbo. This is an amazing retail store with just fun things for grandkids. So my mother's always buying things for my grandkids here and shipping them, and they love them. These are all one-of-a-kind outfits. They're a little pricey, but the quality of the work is amazing. So great reputation, Tugbo. Then the next best thing is you've got this community bookstore. When's the last time you saw a community bookstore? Kind of cool, right? You can just go in there and browse, but there's coffee shops, there's light lunches. It's not expensive to come here and have a great afternoon. Parking can be a little bit tough, but there's always somebody kind of coming and going. So I don't think parking is really that big of a deal, but it is nice to be able to just pull right up on a hot sunny day and go right inside. So anyway, let's keep the tour going. All right, let's talk about this here. So just to the right, they have concerts there. This was built, I'm gonna say probably about 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. It seems pretty new. This is Concert in the Park. There's always the jazz festival that they do here. They've got Christmas in the Park. I think they're calling it Holiday in the Park now, but it's where you've got the orchestras that come out here, and it's all the way down, which is probably about 2 football fields. It's massive, and people bring lounge chairs, and you can bring your own snacks and bring your own beverages, and you got to get here early and lay out a big nice blanket and some chairs because it goes really quick. They block off the streets, and so they have sections where people can walk up and down the cobblestone roads here, which is really, really nice. The restaurants are booming. People come from all over Florida just for these festivals and all these different events that are going on. On the other side, where you see the other train station, the other one that they're building over there, that's where the famous farmers market is on Saturday. And I mean, if you like organic, if you want to support the farmers, there's a ton of vendors over there, and it's always packed. It's so much fun to bring the kids. That's always on Saturday. So anyway, let's keep the tour going. All right, we're coming up on Prato. Prato, #1 Italian restaurant in all of Orlando. I'm certainly biased. Everybody knows my family here. But at the end of the day, if you want a good Italian meal on Park Avenue, if you can get in, okay, I can maybe help you out there. Best pasta, best food, fresh, amazing, clean. The staff is amazing, the management's amazing. And I think this is just really one of the go-to places when you come to Winter Park, Florida. Anyway, come on, follow me. Let me just make a simple note here. Notice all the strollers. I'm starting to feel my age a little bit. You almost need a stroller to come down to Winter Park, Florida. It is so super friendly. I mean, you can't, like, this is where I wish I brought my children. That's how great it is. I don't miss the expense of children at that age, but I do love the community and just the way people interact. It's such a great place to bring your family or live here. Follow me. Of course, you got the famous Barney's coffee, best deal in town. You can sit out here at Barney's. You've got back here in the nice little courtyard, there's a bunch of businesses back in that area. You know, you got people sitting out here. You know, everybody's sitting there having coffee. All the beautiful people are out here drinking coffee. And then you've got Fannie Hillman, very famous real estate company in Winter Park. They've been selling a lot of these. They're a luxury home. They sell a lot of big boys. The John Craig brand right here to the left. This guy's a total legend around here. The quality of his clothing is second to none. Personally, I can't afford it, so I'm hoping maybe he'll send me a t-shirt after this video. But when you go in here, you just get great quality custom service. You can't find that anymore. Remember the malls? Those are all gone. This is where you come if you're a guy that wants some fantastic material. Anyway, follow the tour. So we're here on the corner of, this is called the Welborn Shop area here, and across the street to the right is where the SunRail trail stops, lets people on, lets people off, which is kind of cool. So if you don't want to be drinking and driving, you can just get on the rail for $5 or $10 and make your way back and forth. I mean, it's always cutting through here. It seems like, I'm gonna guess, but probably about every 15 to 20 minutes, it's always coming through. They go back and forth. One of the things I'd like to kind of point out is these little side streets off of Park Avenue. We don't want to forget about these very important businesses, but some of the best food and some of the best clothing stores and retail are just a half a block off of Park Avenue. So they don't get as much foot traffic, but that's where the deals are, believe it or not. So be sure to always look left, because you may find something very cool down this street. You never know. Let's keep the tour going. All right, we're going to show you what the SunRail looks like. It's about to pull up here in a few minutes. It's a beautiful train. It's very custom. It's beautiful on the inside, and you just got to get on it for fun and just get off of it for fun. So you can make a day of just riding the SunRail and seeing so much of Orlando. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? Check out the rose gardens. Now, this takes some real craft to keep roses growing. You know, you think about it, it's a pretty hardy plant, but look how beautiful this is. And if you notice in the waterfall, it's got this peacock. So back in the 20s, the peacock, I guess they brought them somewhere. I'm not sure where they brought them, but you see them from time to time. I saw one the other day. It was like running through the neighborhood, but these are beautiful animals, but you can see how they kind of put it up there and waterfall and all the beautiful roses. But I bet you there's more weddings, photos shot here than anywhere in Florida. So I'm always seeing these beautiful weddings, these the brides and the grooms, and they bring their families here. But this is really, you'll see a lot of these photos in the backgrounds of weddings. So come here and shoot your wedding. It's free, other than the photographer, but it's a great scenery. All right, here we are, New England and Park. Now this is a major intersection. It takes you up to Hannibal Square, which is kind of cool. But this hotel here, the Park Plaza Hotel, has been around for a long time. It has the beautiful balcony and all the flowers. So this is like a real, people have been coming here for a long time. And then you've got the Peterbrooke chocolate here. Now that chocolate is first class. You know, I can't even eat it anymore. It's so good. But this is where you come if you want to get some really good chocolate. This place is always packed, very custom. The marketing, the packaging, they do a great job. Anyway, Winter Park, Florida. Here we are. We're at the corner of Park Avenue and Lyman Avenue. This section here across the street, you have the Winter Park City Hall. So, you know, the beautiful part about having that so close is, like, if you're pulling permits for any of these businesses, or if you need any kind of instruction on how to open up a business, this is where you're going to start right here. If you go down, it's showing that the sign here, the farmer's market, is just kind of down, just on the other side of the SunRail trail, just down the road here. If you turn this way here down Park Avenue, it's going to dead end to Rollins College. It's got a traditional Starbucks, which is really nice. You can see that the way the sun's setting, it's always shady on this side of the building, this side of the street, which is just amazing. You got these old oak trees that line up the whole street. and the cobblestone. It's just a very pleasant place to be in the mornings. It's a great place to bring someone that wants to do business or just have a conversation. If somebody wants to buy a house in Winter Park, I'll say, hey, let's meet at Starbucks on Park Avenue. And it's just such an amazing first conversation because they're super relaxed. They're getting acclimated to the neighborhood. They see people, friendly faces walking up and down, business people, professional people, retired people, families with young children, but it really offers so much. And so it lets them kind of already start feeling the neighborhood, even though they might not live right off the street, but it gives them an idea of what's around and what's available for living in the community. Anyway, let's keep the tour going. All right, here we go. Rollins College, recognized as the oldest college in Florida. This thing was built in 1880. That's 18 and then another 8 and a 0. That's super old. And you look how well maintained it is. This is a liberal arts college. It's known for its sports, its academics. It has the facilities for anything you need from soccer, lacrosse. They've got a rowing team that connects to all the chain of lakes all the way around it. And the parents like putting their kids here because they've got easy access to so much retail and places to go. So if their kids need to get a haircut or need some clothes or just need a coffee, this is a campus lifestyle that's connected to Park Avenue. And so the parents will come visit their kids and they'll stay in one of the nice hotels here and then walk over and grab the kids and they'll have lunch over at the school or they'll go back and forth. But amazing school, amazing credentials. It's been here forever. Check it out the next time you're in Winter Park. Just walk around the campus and you'll see how beautiful it is.
Thanks for joining us on this walk down Park Avenue in Winter Park. It really is the heart of the city with its shops, cafes, and that everyday energy that makes people fall in love with living here. If you can picture yourself calling this area home, make sure to grab our free Winter Park Buyer's Playbook. Inside, you'll find everything from neighborhoods around Park Avenue to schools, hidden gems, and what it really takes to buy here. The link's below. Download your copy today, and when you're ready, I'd love to help you find your perfect spot in Winter Park.